It's definitely time for sports, and we go straight to Ghana. Ghana seems to be making the headlines across Africa. So far, so good. But hey, it's a Ghana Premier League title, and on Thursday, after securing a draw against AshantiGold in the Adansi derby at the Obuasi Len Clay Stadium, the draw wasn't enough to secure the Porcupine Warriors' first title since 2014, dethroning sworn rivals Hearts of Oak, who won the trophy last season. Prosper Narteh's team went into the game knowing that a point would be enough to secure the title with 3 games to spare, and they fought hard for it. Now we're talking about Asante Kotoko. They got off to a shaky start, by the way, and the Miners took advantage with inform attacker Yaw Annor scoring a superb opener. The goal came in the 10th minute and it forced Kotoko to improve. They began to create decent opportunities but failed to capitalise as the first half ended. Kotoko returned from the break more determined, and they were rewarded in the 66th minute when Maxwell Agyemang headed into the net. Kotoko head on for the draw, which confirmed their title. Last season, they came close but fell short as Hearts of Oak won the league for the first time in over a decade. Kotoko are deserving winners this time, having made a strong start and maintained their high level for the majority of the campaign. Well, joining me this morning, he was here yesterday, of course, for a short stint, but this time he's here for, I would say, a fuller measure. Jerome Ochere, thank you so much for being here. How do they say good morning and welcome in Ghana? One of the languages. I do know that you have different ones as well.
Yes, but for Asante Kotoko, where they come from, or where Kotoko
I'm just asking how you say good morning in your language.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You just say Machi.
Machu?
Machi, yes.
Machi, okay. Machi to your right.
Yes.
So let's go.
I was just trying to say that it is a Tree language, the Asante Tree, which is spoken by those who come from where Asante Kotoko is.
Oh, I see. So if I see an Ashanti Kotoko player, I just say Machi.
Machi, which means good morning.
Good morning. All right. So Machi to you, Ochere. Ashanti Kotoko, the winner of the Ghana Premier League with 3 matches to play. How does that make you feel? I mean, they're first in 7 seasons. What's the current mood among Ghana football lovers right about now?
It's been exciting from yesterday evening when the blast of the whistle went. And let me just put on record that I have worked as a reporter for Kotoko, also as an editor for Kotoko for 15 years. So it was an evening it was an exciting evening for me as well, because having worked with the team before, I mean, I'm always following what is going on in the club. And yesterday was very exciting. In fact, when AshantiGold took the lead, some of us were not happy because we were thinking that this is a game we must at least get a point to finish the competition with 3 matches remaining. So just when the equalizer came, we knew it was over. And from that evening till this morning, if you check Twitter, Kotoko fans have been very happy, praising the coach who's on your screen now, commending the players, especially the Cameroonian player, Frank Etuga Imbela, who has so far scored 20 goals. And like I said one time in an interview with you, he is currently one of the top most strikers Kotoko has had in decades, because the previous record holder in terms of goals had 17 goals, and that's 12 years ago. So Kotoko has been an exciting moment for fans of the club. And one interesting thing is that, Ghana went under normalization in 2018 after the Anas corruption expose, which saw FIFA coming heavy on Ghana. And that time, there was this competition known as the normalization competition. Kotoko won that competition. Now, the interesting argument from last night till this morning on Twitter has been that, was that competition a league competition? So that added to this one, it will be 26 titles for Kotoko. The FA says no, that was a normalization period. It was a competition just put together to ensure that Ghana had a representation in Africa. Kotoko fans are saying no, it should be a league competition so that they have 26 titles and not 25. But I mean, we will go with what the FA says. It is an official record that Kotoko has 25 titles. So it's been so exciting. I mean, one that I'm sure will be celebrated for some weeks to come.
I can imagine that. I can imagine how you feel having worked with them for close to, I mean, you said 15 years now. That is very, very long. But let's look at the coach himself. I mean, the coach Prosper seemed to have set a blazing trail. I can also imagine with Kotoko's win this season. But he orchestrated Wafa's best GPL season in 2020-2021. What can you say about their season so far, especially for the fact that when they started, they got on the encounter as well, and as soon as they got into action, they went straight ahead to ensure that they never left that top of the table. Rather, they stayed there for as long as they could until the season came to its end.
Yeah, the Kotoko coach has been phenomenal. In fact, per my records, I was checking last night, he's the fourth Kotoko coach to have taken the club in the first season and won the league title before the end of the season. The first was done by Didi Dramani, who is now with the Black Stars, then Maxwell Agyemang, also a former Black Stars coach, and then Bashir Hayford in 2008. So Prosper Ogum has really followed the path of previous coaches. Now, Ogum, it is no surprise. I mean, you just pointed it out there. When he was at Wafa, he did a brilliant job. I mean, everybody was talking about him. But then Wafa has not been the club that has really shown interest in the Premier League. Otherwise, they would have perhaps been champions. They always come close. Last season, they were third. So if you have their coach joining Kotoko just afterwards and then winning the competition, it doesn't come as a surprise to a lot of people. Now, what is it that worked for Kotoko? I would say that it was the brilliant preseason tour they had in Dubai. Not many people liked the fact that the team did not win during that tour, but the coach kept insisting that his objective then was not to have a team that will win preseason games, but then a team that will bond, because there were a lot of new players in the team. About 9 or so players were new in the setup. And for him as a new coach, it was important to have a team that will play as a unit, a team that will behave like a family and get to do things together. And that's why he thought the Dubai tour was not so much about results, but again, team bonding. And from all indications, Kotoko entered the season with that attitude. You could see a team that was playing as a unit. I will tell you this, one of the matches in the very early stages of the competition, I think against Dreams FC, as after 86 minutes, Kotoko were down by a goal, and everybody thought the game was going Dreams' favor, only for the coach to make 2 substitutions, and by the 90th minute, Kotoko was up 3-1. That signaled an intent of a team that was bent on winning the competition. And they did this for about 2 or 3 games continuous, always recovering from a goal or 2 down to win matches. And that attitude kept, on showing, and to some stage where it became very clear that it would be so difficult to overtake Kotoko because the other teams really lost momentum at some point. Hasofo, for instance, came in strongly, but because they had a poor start, they really could not catch up with Asante Kotoko. So for Coach Ogum, it's been a very good work. I think he's also had some reasonable amount of support from the management and the board of directors of the club. What I have seen with Kotoko is that once there is always a formidable management, when, we don't have issues of boardroom wranglings in the club has always gone on to win the Ghana Premier League title. It is showing again that this time the management practices were sound. The board of directors were all over the club, doing everything to ensure that they reclaim the title. And it doesn't come as a surprise. The big factor, maybe, is also the playing body, the players. And I'll tell you this, the fact that Kotoko had a striker providing 20 goals in about 31 matches, and indeed, he didn't even play all the 31 matches. He played, I think, 26 or 27. That made a huge difference because in previous seasons, Kotoko have had problems with scoring. But this guy from Cameroon, Frank Tuga Mbela, was banging in the goals. Match out, week in, week out. And it doesn't come as a surprise that has ensured Kotoko being champions of the season.
All right. Well, congratulations to you and congratulations to Asante Kotoko and to all the Ghanaians and all the supporters. Also, congratulations to AshantiGold. I mean, we must say congratulations. The Ghana Premier League indeed wrapping up on a very interesting note. Thank you so much, Jerome Ochere, for being here as always this morning.
Thank you for the opportunity.